What's good, everybody? I am Romeo, and I am back with another video for you guys today. And today I have a build that I think is one of the better defensive wings in 2K25, and this one is going to be the wing stopper. So for this one, you're going to want to put your position at small forward. Height is going to be 6'8", 239, 7-foot wingspan. I think for the weight I went up a little bit. And then for the wingspan, I think the wingspan is default. So close shot. Now if you guys did see my balanced 2-guard video, you will see some similarities, but it is kind of different in a lot of ways. This build particularly, I would say it doesn't have as much offense, or rather the offense is slightly more well-rounded. And it makes sense because this is a small forward build. Small forward should be the position that can do a little bit of everything on the floor. It's not the best ball handling build, but it's also not the best. Like, it's not the best at everything. It's just really good at a lot of things, if that makes sense, right? So close shot, same thing. 73 close shot for Paint Prodigy on silver. Like I said, this build, I didn't make this build with the mindset of it to be like a pure finish and pure shooting. The mind was just to make a solid defensive build that could still do everything else on the floor pretty well, right? And actually, the person that inspired this build was actually LeBron. LeBron just being a all-around guy. I mean, some things you could say is a little bit inaccurate. Post control at his age right now probably be a bit higher. Things like that. Layup would probably be a bit higher. You know, close shot, like all this stuff would be higher, but you can't get exactly LeBron James, right? So, you know, but in my mind, this is what I thought of when I was like I was thinking of like LeBron, but defense and things like that, right? So 73, like I said, gives you Paint Prodigy. 80 drive and layup gives you physical finisher on silver. You also need a silver. You also need strength to go with that, which is why I have the strength at 73. I think you need a 73 strength or something around there to get physical finisher on silver. Your driving length is going to be 87. Reason being, this gives you silver posterizer, as well as this unlocks the pro contact dunks. You could go for elite. I think I tried to go for elite. I think I took down a layup to increase the drive and dunk, but I think it changes the name, which is why I had to settle for the pro contact dunks instead of the elite contact dunks. Standing dunk at a 72 gives you rise up on bronze. I feel like it's a no-brainer. You're gonna get a lot of standing dunks in the paint, and so to at least have it at a 72 is better than nothing, right? And then 70 post control gives you post fade phenom on silver. So that's why I have it at that. 77 mid range is just at the highest I can get it. Honestly, I prioritize the 3-point shot over the mid range shot, and the reason why I have the 3-point shot as an 83 is to get limitless range on bronze. And so I think you need to take it up to like 83 is the lowest you could go for your 3-point shooting. I just decided just to put the rest on mid range, right? Free throw doesn't really matter. Ball handling speed with ball. I mentioned in my balanced 2-guard video that you need at least an 86 ball handling with a 75 speed. It's usually pretty good for like small forwards, power forwards, and shooting guards. Point guards just be the build. I would say you go crazy and get like a 91 ball handling and like a 85 speed with ball, right? But for off guard, off wing positions, if you're not a primary ball handler, you don't need that high of a ball handling rating. But this is pretty solid, in my opinion. You could run the 1 with this build, in my opinion. It's not that bad. The pass accuracy is pretty solid too. You get versatile visionary on bronze, diamond on silver, and break start on silver. You just won't get bailout, which is fine, right? But this is solid. 86 ball handling gives you silver ankle assassin, and then 75 C with ball gives you the Michael Jordan dribble style, as well as silver lightning notch, right? Interior defense is a 60. This gives you paint patroller. Just want to at least have that badge on bronze. You're not going to be a great paint defender, but this is called a wing stopper, not a paint stopper. So your primary job is to guard the wings, right? 87 perimeter defense gives you off-ball pass on Hall of Fame. You will also get Silver Challenger and Silver Onboard Menace, as well as Silver Pick Dodger. All of those pretty solid defensive badges. So this is going to be a pretty good build. This is probably going to be a quote-unquote lockdown. Obviously, some lockdowns probably have like 99 perimeter defense, 95 perimeter defense. They at least have Challenger and Onboard Menace on goal. But for this build, I wanted to still have it be a little bit more offensive orientated while still being a pest on defense, right? Steel, 79 Steel gives you Silver Glove, and by default you also get Silver Interceptor by having that 79 Steel. Like I said, pretty solid defensive build. Obviously, it's not the greatest lockdown build in the world. I'm sure there's other builds that have more defense and sacrifice maybe ball handling, maybe sacrifice some more finishing, but I always try to make my build unique and fun, whereas like regardless you could do a little bit of everything with it, right? 74 block also is needed to get paint patroller. Now offensive rebound and defensive rebound, this is actually the second build I started to work on. 75 offensive rebound is underrated. Like I've been playing some my career games, and you could actually grab a lot of rebounds off the offensive board. Like it's super easy. It's positioning is an important thing, but you know, having this attribute up is really important. So I always recommend, if you could get a higher offensive board than defensive board, get it. And I think a lot of people prioritize defensive rebounds. So I think what 2K did was they kind of made offensive rebounds a little bit more cheaper, because I can't get a 75 defensive. If I took this down to 60, I wouldn't be able to get a 75 defensive rebound. But when I take it up to 75, I could still keep a 60 defensive rebound. So you'll still be able to rebound the ball pretty well for your position. Although if there are bigger wings that are like 6'8", that are 6'9", 6'10", that have a higher rebounding, and of course they're going to get out rebounded, but it's still a positional thing. A lot of people prioritize defensive rebounding over offensive rebounding, so you could actually get a lot of boards, get a lot of second chance possessions because of this. 85 speed and 75 agility, you need this to get slippery off ball. You need that to get slippery off ball on goal. Strength for 73 will give you strong handle on goal, and then you need the vertical to get posterized on silver. So there you have it. This is the wing stopper build, and let's see the shades of. Okay, shades of Brandon Ingram, Roy Hachimura, and Corey Maggott. Honestly, I don't really see the Roy Hachimura comparisons, to be honest. I mean, Roy isn't that great of a ball handler, nor is he that great of a defender. But maybe from the offensive side, this would be a Roy build. So yeah, Brandon was kind of the same thing. I would say Brandon is a better defender than Roy, but still, you know, it's a lockdown build, but it's a lockdown build that can do things on offense. But Wingstopper, I think, is a pretty cool name. It's definitely a rare build. I haven't seen too many people, if any, in the park with the name. So a lot of people just like to go with the meta builds and builds that are common. I like to do things a little different. So if you guys like this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. See you guys in the next video.